I just can't wait for Christmas to visit Santa Claus, decorate our tree, sing carols, open presents.
Well, you'll just have to wait a little bit longer because today we're going to celebrate Christmas around the globe, and that might take us a minute or two.
How are we going to do that?
By using the universal language of the world.
What language is that?
The language of music. Music can tell us a lot about the people of the country. What? And how we speak, how we live, what kind of melodies and rhythms they like. And we're going to sing holiday songs from lots of different countries and learn about their customs and traditions that happen this time of year.
Where do we start first? That's so cool. It's like traveling without having to pack. Where are we going first?
I say we start with England and work our way around the world from there. The people of England celebrate Yuletide with many traditions, which include placing holly and ivy in the window to protect against evil.
And hanging mistletoe in the doorway. Any guy may claim a kiss from any girl who stands under it. The custom is to remove a berry from the mistletoe and give it to the girl. When all the berries are gone, no more kisses.
Celebrations in Spain begin on Noche Buena, Christmas Eve, as tiny oil lamps are lit in every house.
Church bells ring throughout the towns and villages, calling people to the midnight mass.
After the service, the streets fill with people doing a special dance called the Jota, accompanied by guitars, tambourines, and castanets.
Almost every home features a nativity scene or nacimiento, around which family members sing songs and carols called villancicos.
It was in Austria that the world's best-known carol Silent Night was first sung in 1818.
Joseph Moore, a priest at St. Nicholas Church, in Oberndorf, wrote the simple poem, Stille Nacht, after blessing a newborn baby on the morning of Christmas Eve.
priest showed his poem to his friend. The priest showed his poem to his friend, Franz Gruber, who was a priest. The priest showed his poem to his friend Franz Gruber, who was a teacher and a church organist. A few hours later, the melody was written, but the parishioners at St. Nicholas had a problem. The church organ was currently out of order.
The two men in the church choir had a brief rehearsal. Then performed Stille Nacht that night, accompanied only by guitar.
Now it's a special tradition. In Austria. This carol is never heard until Christmas Eve.
In Germany, a country that has shared its traditions with the world.
Gingerbread houses began as a German tradition, and the first candy canes were made there in the shape of a shepherd's crook.
The Advent calendar also originated in Germany, featuring 24 little windows, one open for each day, revealing a special drawing or treat.
Handmade nutcrackers and other wooden toys are sold in the Christmas markets, which take over almost every city's main square.
Christmas bells, ring
It was in Germany that the custom of decorating a Christmas tree began. Since the early 1600s, trees have been decorated with fruits, foil, and colored paper. Traditionally, only the adults decorate the tree. They ring a bell when they are ready to reveal the fully lit and magical tree to their children.
Holiday festivities in Africa differ from country to country. Palm trees in Liberia are decorated with beautiful red bells, and spectacular evening fireworks light up the sky.
In Ghana, the Christmas season coincides with a huge cocoa harvest.
In Nigeria, children in Nigeria process from house to house in costumes holding sparklers and acting out the nativity story in return for coins which they donate to the poor.
In the Congo, the day begins with the annual Christmas pageant as carolers rock through the village, each bringing a small gift to the morning service. And in South Africa, warm weather greets Father Christmas as he arrives with gifts on Christmas Eve.
the capital and largest city of the Czech Republic, has a famous and impressive Christmas market each year. Visitors come during the holiday to buy handmade gifts, nativity scenes, and holiday decorations.
The main celebration in Mexico is las Posadas, a procession that reenacts Joseph and Mary's search for shelter.
This traditionally happens for 9 nights, leading up to Noche Buena or Christmas Eve.
The travelers carrying candles are turned away at several homes but finally welcomed into a selected house.
A party is held there featuring traditional foods and a clay or paper mache piñata, usually shaped like a star, flower, or animal.
Children are blindfolded, given a stick, and take turns trying to break the piñata as it dangles at the end of the rope. Once it is broken, the children scramble for the gifts, treats, and toys which were hidden inside.
Please won't you give us a room? Do you have a spare? We have been traveling all day. Have you one to share? We are so weary. Have mercy on us, we pray. We need some shelter, but we are not able to pay. Won't you give us a room? Do you have a spare? We have been traveling all day. Have you one to share? We are so weary. Have mercy on us, we pray. We need some shelter, but we are not able to pay. Joseph, dear Joseph, this house is not an inn, but we are happy to let both of you come in. We are
American writer Clement Clark Moore wrote the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" in 1823. It was the first to describe jolly Santa riding on a reindeer-driven sleigh.
And since 1923, the grand and magnificent National Christmas Tree has been lit in Washington, D.C.
Its original message of people coming together in peace and joy continues to ring true today as we celebrate the varied customs and traditions of the Christmas season.